G'day, this is Simon from the Brackets here at South OC Cars and Coffee. Perfect Southern California day today. Look behind us, clear skies, massive turnout of some really interesting cars and motorcycles. Let's swing the camera around and go for a walk. Just amazing the turnout we've got this morning. There's my Camaro, bit of damage up here, threw another belt the other day, look at that. But good news is there was a dent in the hood, but Jeb, our paintless dent guy, managed to get the dent out, which is great. James's Camaro. Then a really special car that Tom's brought along. This little GTA is the 1966 championship car. Such pedigree and history. Really cool car. Just check it out. Just every part about it. Full history, full race history. If you Google it, 1966 GTA car, you'll see the full race history. Very impressive. Beautiful green Lamborghini. Tony's F12. Audi R8 leaving his head. David's Ferrari 4GT. Then we've got Jay's 4GT. So the new and the old. Look at that. And then we have this concept car here. Have a look at this. This thing arrived in. No idea what it was. Look at it. Just really unusual front. So look at this.
Or you can go to ff.com.
Really interesting. So tell us about the car for our video of South OC Cars and Coffee. What exactly is it?
No problem. This is a FF91
Right.
produced by Faraday Future. We're a local SoCal company. We are just showing it off to the local folks.
Yep.
It's a pure electric car, has 3 motors in it, altogether 1,050 horsepower.
Wow. Excellent. And what's the range you're aiming for on the vehicle?
So we're putting a 130 kilowatt hour battery on it.
Right.
We haven't released the official tested range on it yet,
Okay.
but it's going to be 300 mile range.
Depending on how you drive it, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
Very cool. Well, thank you for bringing it out. Is this one of the first public showings the vehicle's had?
Yeah, it's one of the public ones, and we plan to have future announcement on the interior, other features down the road. But
Excellent.
we thought maybe give the local folks some love since we're a local SoCal company.
Well, we appreciate you bringing it along. Thank you so much.
All right.
So there you have it, one of the first public viewings. Lamborghini, and then Ferrari, another Ferrari. Then the guys from Superformance in that beautiful Future 40. Gary's McLaren, beautiful 720S in that bright blue. Another 720S there in the grey. Lamborghini, another Lamborghini, McLaren. A couple of AMGs next to each other. Then we have a Bentley. And then just rolling right along. AMG 570S, nice carbon fiber hood on that. Another McLaren here, another AMG, a couple of Lambos, 458 Italia, GT3 RS, NSX, another 458 Italia, and another one there. Then something very special here, the 488 Pista. This car holds the new lap record on the Top Gear track. Very quick and capable car. Look at the aero on the thing. Just amazing. This actually went around the track faster than the, I think it was the 600 LT McLaren. GT3 RS, and then more Porsche through here. And then rolling through the Porsche here. Beautiful M3 in that Laguna Seca blue. GT350. Porsche in what's called Miami blue. Really pretty color. BMW. Classic old Porsche there. Another BMW M3 there. Another one there. That's pretty impressive. Another M3 convertible. That's really nice with the carbon fiber wood on that. Another BMW there. And another one. And then another BMW there, and then Pantera, and then this car. This is really impressively built. A lot of work that's gone on to this. Look at the roll cages and everything. Really nicely done. McLaren all wrapped up there. Look at this beautiful Goldwing Mercedes. Isn't that nice? Next to a Ferrari. So many people this morning, it's great. Porsche, another 720S, lots of them. R8. AMG. 2, 3, 4 of them in a row. Look at this. That one's a station wagon. That's kind of cool. Lamborghini Huracan. Another Lambo there. Another AMG. And then a Cadillac CTS-V. BMW. Porsche. 2 of those. And then finally, the Hunter's CTS-V unwrapped now. And this kind of cool 33 Dodge. Very nice. Porsche 55 Chevy. Volkswagen, another Porsche. Very lovely Beetle. That thing is really nice. Looked at it before. Another Volkswagen there. One of our regulars, that great looking Volkswagen truck there. Beetle M3. Classic old Falcon running that inline 6. We had those in Australia. Star Chief. Bob's suicide doors on his Thunderbird. Check that out. Very cool. Classic old Chevy convertible here. Fleet Master, isn't that great? Porsche. Another Porsche here. Viper. And then another one of our regulars. Another NSX. Mercedes. Beautiful looking E-Type. M3, nice carbon fibre hood on that. Mustang. Another Mustang. A Hellcat with that gold wrap. Then Super Performance Cobras leaving us there. Chevy SS. Good morning, Corvette. Beautiful classic old Rolls Royce there, isn't that lovely? Mustang, Roberts Mustang was running that nice Whipple supercharger on that 57 Chevy. Porsche, and then this really cool Survivor car. Check this out. This is, he said it was a barn find that even made more barn find. Look at that. Running that Oldsmobile Rocket. Isn't that crazy? We might, that may be a contender for car of the week. We might have to come back and visit that. Really nice looking 58 Chevy truck, actually for sale. Mercedes. Couple of Triumph, and an Austin Healey, should I say. A Challenger. And then C7. Look, lots of Corvettes through here. Corvettes in a row. Of course, a lot of hype around the new C8. C606. Beautiful GTO. Isn't that lovely? I think that looks like a 65. The triple cars on that thing. Now next to us, I just want to show you this. It's a guy called Mark. This is one of the GT3 Tourings. And what I love about this, have a look, here's the badge. Notice there is no big wing on this thing, and it's really subtle. I love this car. Love the colour as well. It's just such a nice blue. But I love how subtle it is. If you're not going to track it, why not have something a little more subtle? You've got the performance of a GT3 without all the extra wing, etc. Really nice car. Cadillac, Pantera, classic old Mercedes convertible. It's like a beach buggy there, or a dune buggy. It's really nicely done. It's interesting actually, because it looks like one of the classic old, scaled up version of the old Volkswagen, but obviously a lot of engineering in that. Classic old Ford truck. And then C6, we're just gonna watch Mark pull this thing in. Really pretty car, isn't it? Love that colour, very unusual. I know he had a bit of a weight on that car. Porsche again, another Porsche. Classic old Datsun 1600 station wagon, that's nice. Great old Chevy truck. This was a previous car of the week if you air ride, so nicely done. 65 Riviera, a C6 Cadillac. Great looking old Dodge, isn't that beautiful? Another Cobra replica here. A GT350H 66 Mustang. Another Mustang here. Beetle, yeah, pink. Look at the detail on that engine, really nicely done. Another Beetle there. Another Volkswagen here. Maserati. A couple of Beetles with spiked hoods. And then Pinky's Valiant. Look at the metal flake in this thing. Supercharged Mustang. Very cool looking 32. Chevy. Porsche. Volkswagen. Lots of in a row. And cousin of Volkswagen, Porsche. Old 32 Ford. Gary's Land Cruiser. Love this thing. This is so cool. This is running the running gear out of a later model Lexus. So still got the Toyota family running gear in it, but have a look at this thing. It's so nicely done. That's really, really cool. It's all new Lexus. Well, this particular one's running late model Lexus running gear in it, so it's very cool. Lovely Z28 69 Camaro, houndstooth interior, Subaru and a little original Miata. Nice looking Impala running those American racing wheels on it. C6 ZR1, and that's running that LS9 engine. Still one of my favourite derivatives of the LS motor, because it was running a bigger supercharger than the LSA that they put in the CTSV Cadillac and the ZL1 Camaro. But the really good thing about that motor is it had all forged internals, including the pistons and priority squirters on the motor. So tough motor before it even began. Beautiful Chevy truck. Ben, good morning.
Hey,
you could be in the video. Been one of our cars of the week. 69. Good morning. 69 Camaro, beautiful looking Chevy there. And you're looking after it well. Look at him using the rag to open it. That's a good kid. I like that training there. Great looking old F-150 truck. C7 Corvette. Nissan. A couple of C7s, and then we got a early one here, and then another one. That one's running that new LT4, which is, I guess, the replacement for the, well, that was a replacement for the LSA. That's the LT4 motor, which is also used in the new ZR1 Corvette. Sorry, ZL1 Camaro. The ZR1, it's got the new ZR1 Corvette's got a different motor again, more horsepower still. Corvette, Acura, Ford running a 289, another Ford Mustang, and then our regulars. Morning, gentlemen. They're all asleep. Good for them. Little Volkswagen buggy there, another Volkswagen there, and then classic old Corvette here.
I'd buy that one.
Ford Custom, and then down here finishing up with this really nice 56 Chevy. My daughter would love this. Sophie, that's her dream car, 56 Chevy. Really lovely little Datsun 240Z, just lovely condition. Another Nissan there. Firebird, beautiful El Camino, isn't that nice? All original. Another Corvette, really bright coral color. Datsun 2000. That, of course, is what the S2000 that was released a number of years ago now, back in the 90s, was designed to basically recreate. High revving engine. That was like a little motorcycle engine in that. Lotus, Stingray, WRX, lots of carbon fiber on the front of that thing. C7, El Camino, and then Corvette, Forester GT. So this had a lot of the go fast bits out of the WRX at the time. This has had obviously a lot more done to it, but really cool to see. C7, a 32, look at that, running a small block Chev Azizi 430. Really nicely done. Very nicely done. Great looking Ford delivery van there, another C7. Look at this Ford delivery, isn't that beautiful? Pfeiffer & Sons drayage, nice. Ford Hot Rod, Ford truck, Hellcat, next to a regular Challenger. Massive looking Mercedes van there. Beautiful Land Cruiser FJ40 for sale. Oh, that thing is wonderful. Such a beautiful looking thing. If I had the money, I would buy that. BMW. If anyone wants to start a GoFundMe to buy that for me, please go right ahead. Corvette. Porsche, lots of Porsche this morning. Look at this one, this is pretty special. Aston Martin, GTI. Wow, look at this. There's a story in this thing as well. So somebody's done a lot of work to this. It's obviously a show car from a few years gone by, but look at the way it's all been enclosed to the interior. A lot of work done to this thing. Really impressive. M3, Gen 6 Camaro, Mustang, classic old Ford, beautiful look at Pontiac Grand Prix there, El Camino. Look at this Studebaker, black with red interior. That's kind of special, isn't it? Great looking old Corolla there. The recreation of the Thunderbird, Plymouth, Chevy, Porsche with a bra on the front. Be careful with these things because they will rub the edge of your paint. I can remember years ago being at one of those car washes where you wash your car yourself, and this guy had just bought this brand new car. He'd driven from out of state. This is when I lived in Australia. Pulls it in this car with this bra, car bra on the front of it, and he pulls the car bra off and he'd rubbed all the paint off the edges of the fenders. So please be careful with those. Nice looking Gen 5 Camaro, serious carbon fibre hood on this thing. Galaxy 500 next to a classic truck there. Isn't that cool? Nice, really nicely done. Camaro, classic old Porsche there. Look at that, another Porsche, beautiful. Next to it looks like a little Morgan, I think. Yep. Genesis, a Infinity, Thunderbird, another one. 57, two of them side by side. Mustang, a couple of Jeeps. Bentley. Porsche. Corvette. Mustang. Jeep. Great looking C10 truck, check that out. El Camino, real survivor there. Corvette, another El Camino there. Another C10 there. Jeep, and then a Porsche. Boxster, another Boxster there. A Polestar Volvo. Don't see a lot of these around. Very cool. They're a quick little car. I managed to drive one a few years ago. Really impressive. BMW, Nissan, Bronco, Volkswagen, another Beetle, another little old bar hub, or the old bug, the old fiberglass body there. A 911S, another Porsche, and another BMW. Here comes this Thunderbird we saw earlier. C7. A couple of Maseratis side by side. Gran Turismo, I think, the hardtop next to a convertible. Corvette. Nissan. Mustang. Really nice Chrysler here. It's a pretty beautiful car. Next to it, look at this. Packard, isn't that lovely? Old Ford there, 32. Look at this. Panels, you don't see a lot of those around. Wow. Cute little Carrera there. Love the way it's got the black Carrera sticking out the side, ghosted in there. Toyota, Porsche, Lexus, a Gen 5 RS Camaro. Now this is interesting. T-bucket. This is an original old style T-bucket. This thing's running a small block Chev, really classic, little skinny wheels on it. And the way they do this sort of drop axle at the front's kind of cool. The other thing this has got, which was a real classic thing for these cars of this era, with this Jaguar rear end. So you look at the back end of it, they're actually an independent rear end. See the little half shafts either side? That's kind of what people used to do in these days. Very cool. Mustang, old and new. Miata, Evo, Challenger, BMW, M4, nice colour, grey, slight fleck of it. Cobra replica, BMW, Chevy SS running a Holden badge in the front, supercharger on the top of that too. So guessing that's probably an LSA supercharger on that. AMG, C7 Corvette, NSX, Porsche, Mustang, nice carbon fibre hood on that thing, Lexus, little Honda, another Honda, and another one. Tough looking Bronco, big wheels on that guy, next to another one of our regulars. Great looking truck. Audi, and then look at this, is kind of cool. Ford truck, Ranchero, I guess. Interesting. Nice grey Challenger next to it. Beautiful looking Corvette, 64, I'm guessing, looking at that. C7. And then a Nissan there. Okay, then a cool row of Volkswagens. These guys were the original hot hatches. And at the end here, we've got the Sirocco, which is not at all a common vehicle. You don't see this around very often at all, which is great to see here. Next to it, a couple of the Golfs, convertible and a hardtop. They were cool. Volkswagen, Lexus, Cobra replica, BMW, Mustang, nice colour. Love the fact it's got no badge in the grille too. Another Mustang and another one, and then a thing.
Sorry.
No worries. And then, gentlemen, the Mustang boys over the back here. We banished them to the back. The risk of putting you guys at the back is there's more spectators between you and the exit. Sylvia, Chevy truck, a Charger. Oh, here's these green things. No, you don't need those. You don't want it to look like a bug. BMW. This is cool. Look at this. A lot of custom work done on this. Look at the small block in that. Really nice. A lot of work done for this. Interior is beautiful. Tray looks good. Look at the mat in there. Love it. For sale. You want a cool cruiser? This is the thing. Yeah. 59 Chevy for sale. Very cool. Love it. A 240 SX. Somebody stole your front bumper bar. Another Sylvia. A BMW. Another BMW. Infinity. Oh, look at this. It's winking at us. A wink from a Miata. Volkswagen. Honda. Another Honda. Hyundai. Subaru. BMW. Mercedes. Corvette. Another Corvette. The Survivor Camaro we saw before. STI. Subaru BRZ. Next to another BRZ. Let's do some motorcycles. We have an Indian. Classic Harley Davidson in there. Another one. BMW. Yamaha. 3 of them in a row. We've got a Ninja there. Kawasaki. Honda. Another Honda here. Ducati Scrambler. Yamaha. Harley. Another Harley. Another one. Kawasaki. BMW. Ducati. Little scooter there. A KTM. EBR. Never heard of it. Looks really nice. Beautiful looking Triumph there. Look at the way this has all been chopped down. That is lovely. Looks really nice. Very classic looking Harley Davidson there.